How's it going, everybody? I've got three things I want to cover with you in this video. The first one, I want to talk about what I've done so far in July. I want to compare it to the video I made here, where I talk about the three picks that I have for July. How did that work out? Stay tuned. Number three, I want to talk to you about this dividend investing strategy that I have, which kind of incorporates the new fractional sharing from Wealthsimple Trade. So I want to get your thoughts on that, so please check that out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And number three is that I am going to be embarking on a new financial challenge, if you will. And I want to share that with you. And again, I'd be really curious to find out how many others are doing this and hear your comments and feedback and just encouragement. So that will be the last thing in the video, So stick around and let's hear me out. Hey guys, my name's Steve. Welcome to my channel. I hope you and your investments are doing well. So in my July video, I outlined three stocks that I was planning on buying. They were BCE, Bell Canada, I always say this wrong, Diversified Royalty Corp. Woo, ticker symbol DIV. Let's stick with DIV. And Aecon, ticker symbol ARE. So far, two out of those three I have purchased. I bought Aecon at the beginning of the month, and BCE I bought in the middle of the month. I shot a video of that. I'll just kind of maybe show you quickly here. Here's me buying it. Didn't get around to posting that. Two of those three I purchased because they were completely following the strategy that I outlined, which I think I talk about in that July video as well. DIV. I did not purchase because in that time period, that stock actually started really performing well. So it was kind of out of the parameters that I am using to purchase stocks. So the one parameter was that it is, I wasn't really going to be averaging down the cost at all. So I think it was up maybe like at one point 10% of my original buying price. So I really wanted to kind of average down my cost as much as possible. So I picked other stocks that were down there with a lower average unrealized gains. So that's why I didn't do anything with Diversified. So it was doing well. It's like, okay, let's focus on some other stocks. So that's why I actually had purchased some Chorus Entertainment in that time period, because it was lower and it was a lower percentage of my overall portfolio, which was another criteria that I use when I'm trying to decide which stocks I'm going to purchase. Today, another stock that's kind of fitting into that sweet spot of that criteria is Manulife. Manulife right now is like around like negative 5% of unrealized gains. As well, it is at 7% of my portfolio, so it's at the higher end, but my kind of cutoff threshold right now is around 8%. So I'm going to buy more into Manulife today, and I know for a while that it is going to put me above that 7%, but I'm going to be okay with that, just knowing that next week I'm going to invest in something else, and just everything's going to eventually kind of average out in the end, because by the end of the year I want things to kind of be a little more balanced as much as possible. And the reason I'm picking Manulife, say, over Chorus or Bank of Nova Scotia is right now it has, well, no, I guess Bank of Nova Scotia has a slightly higher dividend yield, but this is higher than Chorus, because really then Chorus would have been the number 2 choice for me today to kind of park more money into, but it is going to be Manulife. So let's just go back over to Wealthsimple Trade, go into my tax-free savings account. There we go. And Manulife. So I've deposited this morning $150 into my account. I'm going to start putting $150 every week. So every pay period, it is $300 that I'm putting into my tax-free savings account. So I am going to do a market buy, and I believe I'm able to pick up 6 shares. Or again, and I cross my fingers I can get 6 shares, because sometimes that 5% that they kind of hold on to make sure you have enough in case of market fluctuation always bites me in the butt. So let's pick up those 6 shares of Manulife. So 145 out of my 150. And of course, I called it. So I'm going to have to settle for 5. And let's buy those. Actually, you know what? I apologize. You know what I'm going to do? Let's just be savvy, and let's do a market buy. 24.30. The risk here is that maybe I don't actually get to buy the stocks in case the price goes up. Manulife has been all over the place recently. Just it keeps on going kind of up and down, up and up, down. I don't know now if it's on a kind of up trajectory, if then this is kind of a mistake. But sometimes I've been lucky. And let's just go for it. Cross our fingers, and I'll let you know how it all goes. So continue, place order. So I won't know until later if that actually has gone through, but that's okay. We'll see. So the second thing I wanted to share in this video was how I plan on investing my dividends that I receive every month. As you know, Wealthsimple Trade just introduced fractional shares, which you can see in this video here. Did a bit of a video talking about that. And so how I want to use that is I'm going to invest any dividends that I receive. So right now I'm getting in the ballpark around $15 a month on average. By the end of this year, it should be roughly around 19, almost going on to 20. So I'm going to invest those dividends into some fractional shares in CNR, Canadian National Railroad. I think that is a smart, different approach to kind of investing those dividends. Before, I would sometimes want to put those into some of the smaller priced stocks like Diversified Royalty Corp, DIV, got it that time, as well as Chorus, which is kind of on the lower end. So that was a good place to kind of park some of those dividends versus kind of having them build up before I can buy a bigger stock, like something like Royal Bank, which is like over $100. So by fractional shares into CNR, which is a dividend paying stock, I think that's a good way to kind of put my money into that. So I'm buying it a little bit at a time, but at least I'm kind of spending those dividend dollars right away, not letting anything kind of really build up. Although saving up the cash is probably a good strategy as well, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to try this instead to kind of make sure I'm making my money work for me as much as possible. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So after my Manulife purchase, there's going to be a little bit of money left over. So I'll probably put whatever's left into CNR, or if it's not even worth it, I'll just wait till next time, because by the end of this month, I think on the 28th and the 20th and 31st, some more dividends are coming in. So I'll probably do that at the beginning of August. So finally, and I'm just going to take a quick sip of coffee. All right. The final thing that's going on in my life right now is that I am investigating and researching and just doing a whole bunch of research and educating myself on the FIRE movement or lifestyle, really. So FIRE is Financial Independence, Retire Early. So I'm really interested more on the financial independence portion of it. The retire early, if you've been watching some of these videos, as you know, I'm in my 40s, early 40s. So the retire early part, I kind of missed the boat on this. I probably should have started doing this 20 years ago, but my financial literacy 20 years ago is nothing like it is now. So missed opportunity, which I hope to kind of pass this knowledge on to my children, where they will not miss any of these opportunities that lie them, so that way they can actually, potentially retire early, or really just that financial independence. Because I have no interest in retiring early. I like my job and I like what I do, and keep on wanting to contribute in one way or another to society, and plus, earn those wages and contribute to society with taxes. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, I am going to be shifting a bit of the content on this video channel to talking about what steps I'm trying to take, what is the research that I'm doing, what are the books that I'm reading, to talk a bit more about the FIRE movement, especially from the perspective of somebody who is in their 40s and starting late to the game. What do I have to do? What are the unique situations that I'm encountering? And if anything, heck, for anybody who's like 25 or anything like that, cautionary tale, why it's so important to start as soon as possible investing into your future, and just the more you put in it, the better. So you're going to hear me talking a lot about savings rates and how I'm actually going to kind of structure things, long-term planning, and then even just what the ultimate goal is, and then just what that looks like and what I plan on doing with any extra time that this affords me. Although That might be 15 years from now. So be sure to subscribe and stick around for that whole period. And heck, please like this video at any time. It helps the YouTube algorithm and helps others find this, because I hope you find this content valuable. And if you do, I'd love to hear your comment. Encouraging feedback is always great to receive. So you are going to be hearing a bit more about the FIRE movement from myself, from a perspective of a 40-year-old. I don't think I can say that enough. But as well as the regular content where I just want to kind of share with my financial adventures, investing into my tax-free savings account, and just watching that money grow in dividend investing. So that concludes this video. And yeah, hope everybody stays well, stay safe, and keep it in the green. Take care, everybody. Bye.